Millions of people have 1972 and 1976 quarters sitting in coin jars, dresser drawers, old wallets, and even loose change from everyday purchases. Most people spend them without giving them a second look. But what if one of those ordinary-looking quarters was actually worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars? It may sound unbelievable, but collectors have paid impressive prices for certain 1972 and 1976 Washington quarters. The secret isn't just the year on the coin, it's the small details that many people overlook. Mint marks, rare errors, exceptional condition, and special silver versions that can dramatically increase a coin's value. The 1976 Bicentennial quarter is one of the most recognized coins in American history, thanks to its unique colonial drummer reverse and the dual date 1776 to 1976. Meanwhile, some 1972 quarters have become highly desirable because of scarce errors and top-quality examples that are difficult to find today. In this video, you'll learn exactly what to look for, which coins are worth the most, and how to avoid accidentally spending a valuable quarter. Before you use another 1972 or 1976 quarter, watch until the end. You might already own a hidden treasure. At first glance, the 1972 and 1976 Washington quarters look like ordinary coins that have been circulating for decades. Because they were produced in the millions, many people assume they have little or no value beyond 25 cents. However, experienced collectors know that a coin's true worth depends on far more than its mintage. Mint marks, striking quality, rare errors, and overall condition can turn a common-looking quarter into a highly desirable collectible. The 1972 quarter represents the final years before major changes in coin collecting trends, and certain examples with unusual minting errors or exceptional preservation have brought impressive prices at auction. The 1976 Bicentennial quarter, created to celebrate America's 200th birthday, is even more popular because of its unique design featuring the colonial drummer and the dual date 1776. While most bicentennial quarters are only worth face value, a small number, especially silver versions, rare errors, and pristine uncirculated examples, have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars, making every coin worth a closer inspection. One of the biggest reasons a 1972 quarter can be worth far more than 25 cents is the possibility of a mint error. During the minting process, small mistakes occasionally slipped past quality control, creating coins that collectors eagerly search for today. Among the most valuable are off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing because the blank planchette wasn't properly aligned. Another popular error is a broad strike, which occurs when the collar die fails to hold the coin in place, causing it to appear wider than normal. Collectors also look for doubled lettering or numbers, die cracks, clipped planchettes, and dramatic die breaks. While minor errors may only add a modest premium, bold and easily visible mistakes can increase a coin's value significantly. Even if your 1972 quarter doesn't show an obvious error, don't overlook its condition. A sharply struck coin with nearly flawless surfaces and original mint luster can command surprisingly high prices, especially if it earns a top grade from a professional grading service. The 1976 Bicentennial quarter is one of the most recognizable U.S. coins ever made, but not every example is created equal. While billions were struck for circulation, a small percentage stand out because of their composition, condition, or unusual minting characteristics. The first thing to check is the mint mark. Quarters with an S mint mark may be part of special collector sets, and some were struck in 40% silver, making them much more desirable than the standard copper-nickel versions. Next, examine the coin carefully for errors such as doubled lettering, die cracks, off-center strikes, or coins struck on the wrong planchet. These unusual mistakes are much scarcer than ordinary bicentennial quarters and can attract strong interest from collectors. Finally, pay close attention to the coin's condition. A 1976 quarter, with sharp details, brilliant original luster, and almost no signs of wear, can be worth far more than face value. In the highest certified grades, some bicentennial quarters have sold for hundreds, and in exceptional cases, even thousands of dollars. Many people focus only on rare errors, but some of the most valuable 1972 and 1976 quarters have no minting mistakes at all. Instead, their value comes from being preserved in extraordinary condition. Collectors call these high-grade or mint-state coins. They still display their original mint luster, sharp details, and little to no evidence of wear from circulation. Professional grading services evaluate coins on a 70-point scale, and even a single-point difference at the top of the scale can mean a huge jump in value. For example, a quarter-graded MS-67 may be worth several $100s, while an exceptionally rare MS-68 example could sell for thousands if demand is strong. That's why collectors carefully inspect every coin for scratches, contact marks, weak strikes, and discoloration. Before spending an old quarter that looks unusually clean or bright, take a closer look. A coin that has survived in nearly perfect condition for decades could be far more valuable than its face value, and may deserve professional grading. Before you spend a 1972 or 1976 quarter, take a few minutes to inspect it carefully. Start by checking the date and mint mark. You'll find the mint mark, if there is one, just to the right of George Washington's ponytail. A D indicates the Denver Mint. An S indicates the San Francisco Mint. And coins with no mint mark were struck in Philadelphia. Next, examine both sides of the coin under a bright light or with a 5x to 10x magnifying glass. Look for doubled letters or numbers, die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or any other unusual features. Then check the overall condition. Coins with sharp details, original mint luster, and very little wear are often worth more than heavily circulated examples. If you believe you've found something special, avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can significantly reduce its value. Instead, store it safely in a protective holder and compare it with verified examples before considering professional grading or selling it. Some of the most exciting stories in coin collecting come from ordinary people discovering extraordinary coins in everyday change. Over the years, rare 1972 and 1976 quarters with exceptional grades, dramatic mint errors, or scarce silver compositions have attracted intense bidding at major auctions. While most quarters are worth only 25 cents, the finest certified examples have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars because collectors compete for the best-known specimens. The key lesson is simple: never judge a coin by its appearance alone. A quarter that looks common could hide a valuable error, a rare silver composition, or an outstanding level of preservation. Take your time. Inspect every 1972 and 1976 quarter carefully, and never clean a coin before having it evaluated. If you believe you found a rare example, compare it with verified references and consider professional grading. Your next handful of pocket change could contain a coin that's worth far more than its face value. And remember, sometimes the most valuable treasure is the one people overlook every single day. Now you know why so many collectors never ignore a 1972 or 1976 quarter. Although the vast majority are only worth their face value, a small number stand out because of rare mint errors, 40% silver composition, outstanding condition, or other unusual characteristics. Those hidden details are what can transform an ordinary-looking quarter into a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The next time you receive change from a store, empty a coin jar, or sort through an old collection, take a few extra moments to inspect every 1972 and 1976 quarter. You never know when you'll discover a coin that others have overlooked for years. A careful inspection today could uncover a valuable collectible hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn about more rare coins that could be hiding in your pocket change, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next coin hunting guide. Thanks for watching, and good luck. You might be holding your next valuable discovery already. Finding a potentially valuable 1972 or 1976 quarter is only the beginning. How you handle the coin afterward can make a big difference in its value. Always hold the coin by its edges to avoid leaving fingerprints or oils on the surface. Even small marks can reduce the grade of an otherwise exceptional coin. If possible, place it in a protective coin holder or non-PVC flip to keep it safe from scratches and environmental damage. One of the biggest mistakes new collectors make is cleaning their coins. A polished or cleaned quarter may look shinier, but collectors generally prefer coins with their original surfaces. In many cases, cleaning can significantly reduce a coin's market value. Instead, leave the coin exactly as you found it and compare it with trusted reference photos. If your quarter appears to have a rare error, silver composition, or exceptional condition, consider having it evaluated by a reputable professional grading service. Taking these simple precautions could help preserve the coin's full value for years to come. As you've seen, not every 1972 or 1976 quarter is a hidden treasure, but the few that are can be worth an incredible amount of money. Whether it's a rare mint error, a 40% silver bicentennial quarter, or an exceptionally well-preserved mint state example, the difference between an ordinary coin and a valuable collectible often comes down to details that are easy to miss. That's why experienced collectors inspect every coin carefully, instead of spending it without a second thought. So before you cash in your spare change or roll up your quarters for the bank, take a closer look. That coin sitting at the bottom of a jar or tucked away in an old drawer could be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Coin collecting rewards patience, careful observation, and a little knowledge. And now you know exactly what to watch for. If this guide helped you, be sure to like, subscribe, and share it with friends and family. You never know whose pocket change might contain the next valuable quarter waiting to be discovered.